beautiful day starting. We are waiting for the sunrise. A cappuccino. So we started from Garibaldi, came all the way out here, had a little rock and roll out in the Pacific at night. And then now we're here and we are going to Cóndor Glacier. So this is real time, and this little bend is this little bend here. It must have been so fun for the explorers not to know what's coming around every corner.
That or super scary without knowing where the next meal is coming from.
Well, yeah. But so interesting. We have all these maps and people know what is coming up, and they did real fast. So look at all the info that they give you. It's KN. Knots.
Nuts.
So when the people were doing the maps, they have to go through here and then go in here and then realize, oops, this is not getting anywhere.
Yeah.
Turn around, go back out. And they were really, really good, and they were recording everything. So that's how we have the maps. So they explore this, doesn't go anywhere, come back out, explore this, oh, it doesn't go anywhere, go back out.
And then take the next turn out.
Yeah, that's why it was taking so long. And then didn't even have engines at the beginning. It was all sails. Oh my God, it's gorgeous. Beautiful. Oh, he's making the turn, look. Yay. So we are now entering the Agostini fjord. Cielo di Agostini. It's full of glaciers. Look at that. Oh, it's beautiful.
Good morning, dear guests. It's 8 a.m. of Friday, 6th of March, and we inform you that we are now navigating through the Agostini Fjord, one of the most spectacular entrances into the Tierra del Fuego island. This fjord was named after the Salesian priest Alberto Agostini, born in Piedmont, Italy, who arrived in Patagonia at the beginning of the 20th century. And this moment, we would like to invite all of you to a breakfast which is now being served at the Patagonia dining room located on the first deck. Thank you.
And Calafate marmalade. Delicious pancakes. Pancakes are winning. Look at that. The first group of people are going out. Beautiful. It's nice to be in bed and watch the glaciers. Yes, we have chocolate and spiked chocolate. ¿Qué es su nombre?
Rodrigo.
And look at this view. Look at this. Oh my God. So beautiful.
Good morning, dear guests. May I have your attention, please? We invite all of you from the Netherlands, United Kingdom, and the OIT group to gather at the Sky Lounge, deck number 4, for the instructions and organization for the disembarkation. Thank you.
I'm cheating and I'm deck 2, which is a deck where we disembark. I got the okay. The first excursion groups are coming back. Oh, so pretty. Look cold. Hey. guess it was a good experience. Yay. Look cold. Frío? Es mucho calor. Making fun of us.
Y este se llama margarita. Cuando se pica, ya está estropeado, dañado el centro y de ahí queda cebolla.
Wow.
¿Okay?
Very useful. Margarita.
Margarita.
Margarita. Gracias. Lessons continue. You know how to do the margarita? Yeah.
Más o menos.
Yeah. Very nice. Thank you. Gracias. Gracias. Sure.
So, welcome to not the glacier yet, but we're going to go that way over there. It's a really beautiful one. In our way over there, I'm not going to be talking anything. First of all, I forgot to say hello to Pancho. Sorry about that. Say hello to
Pancho. Hola.
He's going to have the difficult task of keeping us dry. No, actually, it's not going to be that hard. It's quite nice. But well, I'm not going to be talking during the navigation because you're not going to listen for anything from what I say for the propeller, and I will lose my lovely voice. Okay, so I invite to all of you to just enjoy this really beautiful fjord. Okay, once over there, we're going to be talking a bit more about glaciers and rocks. Mario is the person to talk about that. He's a geologist.
Yes.
He's a master's degree and PhD.
He's an expert.
Dr. Mario.
Wow.
Yeah, we're finding it dry.
Awesome. Oh my God.
Entonces, para sacar una foto, me dejáis.
He says whenever you see them taking pictures, it means it's really special and beautiful.
Yes.
Wow. It is extremely special and beautiful. So, Sebastian, you don't see this every day, every time?
Actually, we don't see every time those mountains.
Oh.
So, well, in the meantime, let's start talking about. We have to wait for the rest of the zodiacs. I don't know if you realized we had a malfunction with one zodiac, so they have to come back. And so I was playing to be a sailor, helping over there. So, what is so special about this fjord? Well, we have to tell that we are in the northern side of the Darwin Range, which I don't know if you remember that I told you it's really important for us to know where we are. So that will mean the precipitation, the sunrise, the winds, all of this. And right now we are at the northwest side of the Darwin Range, pretty much at the end of it. Sí. Pretty much at the end of it. So this mountain range from here, for me, it's the most beautiful one. I always say this is my personal appreciation, so it has not necessarily to be your favorite one. So behind this mountain range, which is really narrow, it's called the Backland Peninsula, and it ends the Darwin Range. Over there we have some islets with some penguins. Dawson Island, have you ever heard about Dawson Island? Dawson, we have
Just the name.
Dawson, we have this dark moment in our history from this dictatorship Pinochet, and over there we have this Dawson Island, which was a prison island, like Alcatraz. We can call it Albatross maybe over here, the Albatross. And it's just at the other side of this mountain. And we have there the Rudolphi Mount, Backland Mount, which two ascents really beautiful. My favorite one. I have a t-shirt
it's gorgeous.
It's only twice. The first one 1966 by the Italians, the Ragni di Lecco, the elite climbing group over there, and then 2012 by German. Monte Garcia, no ascents. Sierra Cordon Sela, and the Puntiagudo. And behind of that, there's the Giordano and so other unclimbed peaks from this area. In my opinion, the most beautiful mountain range that we visit in this whole navigation. And you're quite lucky to be able to see it
so clearly.
It's pretty,
Yeah.
it's quite clouded over here. So to see the peak of the third or the fourth massive over there, it's really uncommon. Usually we have some clouds over there. So it's, yeah.
So how high would that be?
Have a guess. So it's 1600.
See, 600 meters.
No, it's 1,700 meters.
That
But
sounds
it's-
bad.
it's-
That was a close guess.
What, 4,000? Yeah. Between, a bit less than 5,000 feet. It's the highest one over here.
Awesome. We are blessed.
Vamos.
I keep saying that.
Vamos.
Oh, wow.
No, this ice is not from this glacier. All these glaciers, Aquila Glacier, Cóndor Glacier, and the other 4 or 5 glaciers that are to the back of this mountain came from the Navarros range. It's a little range that it's completely separate from Cordillera de Darwin, from Darwin's range. So now we are on the north side of the Darwin's range, and it has another name. It's Navarro's range. Yes. And this is this fjord. Do you know the name? Agostini fjord. This is all the Agostini fjord. Yes. Yes, it's very big and very important too, because it's not far away from Punta Arenas. It has a relatively good access, and that's why these glaciers are a little studied than the others. For example, than the glaciers that we visited yesterday, the glaciers of the south of Darwin's range. That is, it's so difficult to the access to the south of Darwin's range. But here we are near from Punta Arenas, not so near, but like 150 kilometers in boat, in a ship. No se ve nada. Ah. Ah, vale. ¿Cuánto me queda por aprender?
¿Qué cosa? ¿Cómo se puede saber si
No,
está
por la marca. No, porque aquí. So over here, this is the terminal moraine of the glacier. So I'm going to explain later. The fact is really shallow. That's why we have to be watching always down in order not to hit the ground with the propeller.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I really didn't expect to see kelp in water so cold.
Actually, the giant kelp grows in those cold
Really?
areas. So this is the Macrocystis perifera. It will grow in these high latitudes.
Yeah.
This afternoon, I'm going to be talking a bit more about them in the other glaciers.
Oh, awesome. It's amazing how every glacier is kind of different. They are not the same. Look at this one. It's like it's coming to a point. Like the other ones were big.
Yes. We're not together yesterday in Via, but I explained that for me glaciers are like human beings, all the same but all different.
Oh, yeah, exactly. This is pretty.
What I love it. Only satellites, photos from 1940s, 1930s.
say wear waterproof clothing. Oh my God. It's so huge. It didn't look that big from far away. Got a little waterfall back there.
Claro, igual esto no se nota cuando está muy frío. Sí, eso se quitan así para arriba.
Oh my God. Wow.
Sí.
Oh my God. Awesome. Oh my God. So big.
Sí, como muchas capitas pequeñitas. Entonces, claro, por ejemplo, ahí se ve bien la población. ¿Cachai? Que tiene como que... Ya, pues esa hueá que es como...
Oh! We saw that yesterday too.
Yeah.
Are they hunting when they go like that? In the...
Actually, they divers.
They're divers,
So
right?
they just want to fly. They cannot take off like an helicopter. That's why they need to get some.
Ah, it's the takeoff. Oh! Oh my God! Oh, you guys, that was a surprise. They didn't say anything. Oh my God. Awesome. You're very sneaky. You didn't say anything about the waterfall.
But this is the first time I came over here.
You've never been here before, huh?
We're going to go down the glacier. No, of course not.
Wow. Oh my God. Oh my God, awesome. Look at this.
I will repeat of what I said yesterday here. Do we need to explain to describe it?
Oh my goodness. Color. I don't know what to take first. It's so gorgeous.
Oh, can you see? Stand up. Yes, stand up inside the toilet.
Look how blue that is.
Oh, yeah, I already said.
Oh my goodness. I don't know if it's coming through. Wow. Sebastian, does this one count?
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
If you get too close. Now this is quite stable actually. That's why
Yeah.
we can come so
come close enough.
If this would be like Pias yesterday, it would be dangerous. Yeah, who has never seen a glacier before? You thought you were going to see something like this?
Never.
And I really loved your expressions from all of you. Like, not believing this waterfall. I don't know what else to say. Okay? So, but what else? What can we see? What can you tell me about glaciers?
So this is the meltwater that is coming out, right?
Exacto.
Yeah.
That the waterfall. Where does it come from? Why so huge? Why we didn't see anything over there at Dia? Ah, good question.
Much longer, surface area.
So first of all, we have to say that every glacier will have a thin layer of water in the lower section, where we have some friction. So remember, I told you about the glaciers that they will have friction at the sides, right? But not just at the sides, at the lower part as well. With this movement and friction, ice will melt and it will flow by gravity down. And this is like a bottleneck. So it's just about 200 meters wide. And do you remember how big it was when we were coming over here? Do you? It's interesting that we always lose perspective.
Right.
So once we go back, please turn around and look, watch it, okay? Absorb it. So now we have all of this facet which seems too small. Too small.
This small?
But then you're going to see how long it was, and you're going to understand why we have such a huge waterfall, because all the melted water from all the places, and rain, of course, it will be flowing down and will gather over there. Some waterfalls are the other side, but this is the main one. And can you see the water here? How is it?
Calm.
It's calm, but the iceberg is brackish water. Can you see that we actually have the sediments?
Yeah.
If you observe it, you are going to see floating those sediments. So that's all by the friction, all the minerals carried by the water, all this way down. So is this water good to drink?
If you let it settle, that's what I was saying yesterday.
Yes.
You put it in a glass, you let it settle, and then you drink it.
You can taste it. Not. You can taste it. How is it? Yes. It's salt or fresh?
Brackish.
Brackish. So you can taste it.
Oh, I want.
Single malt brackish.
Yeah. So, but this is. Yeah, I would say
How
that
did you do that?
to try it.
It's not strong. It's
I would say to try it, not to drink it.
Can do we
I
have
saw
anything
that.
that we can take water? Do we have like a cup?
You see, but yeah.
But I thought it would be
Oh, I'm doing it. Oh, it's salty. But, yeah.
But this is water from the ocean. Why is it not salt?
Oh, interesting taste.
No. Shouldn't be any
You
problem.
don't know who you're talking about.
No, but actually, so this is water from the ocean. It's not that salt. We have a lot of presence of fresh water coming over here.
Yeah, it was not that cold.
No, and this is quite interesting that we have this kind of layering of because we have different densities. This is fresh water and it's lighter than salt water, so it will be at the upper part. Then we're going to have another layer below of it, which is clear and is still. And then below we have another. So it's about 2 meters of 2 meters will be a few feet, 6 feet or so. 6 feet of salt water. Sorry, brackish water, quite not clear glacial milk. Below of it we have another 1.5–2 meters of salt water, which is quite clear. And below we have some other currents. So the scientists that came over here, they took a measurement, and we have different layering of water over here. It's quite interesting.
Is it really deep?
I don't know. No.
Did you say why it's so blue?
Why it's so blue? Actually, about the color of the
gorgeous.
glacier. Do you know anything? Have you ever read about something about why glaciers are blue?
Because the ice gets compressed and the blue color reflects better from the compressed ice. It doesn't have any air in it.
Yes.
That was all Mario from yesterday.
Refractive index of water.
Okay, so that has to do. This is
Same as the sky.
A prism. So the ice will decompose. You say decompose? No, not decompose.
Compress.
No,
No?
no,
Compress.
Poner la luz. No, not compress.
Refract.
Refract, yeah, it will refract light. Okay, so the sun will, of course, recreate 100% of the color, the color rays that we can see. So being the blue and the I always have problems with colors in English, in Spanish as well. So blue and green are the widest waves. So they are going to get into the ice, but going to get refracted. All the other waves, shorter waves, are going to get trapped. So what we see is a reflection, the refraction of it. So it's like some kind of a mirror.
Como el cielo.
Ah?
Como el cielo.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why in the deeper parts of those crevasses, we are going to be able to see it more. We have this more trapped. So over there, for example.
So beautiful.
It is.
Oh my God. I don't want to go.
There's some insects at the place. We discovered some.
Vámonos, no.
No, we're going to go to the other side.
Okay.
We're going to go to the front of the glacier. So there's an insect which is like this, a flightless insect, which is called the Patagonian dragon. There's not much information about it since last year it was discovered. But what else? What kind of life? foxes can walk on top of the glacier, of course. Yes, so we've seen pictures of the glacier covered by snow, and you have the the footprint of the foxes. The foxes will be everywhere, but that will be living as only top of the glaciers, as far as we know. The Patagonian dragon is missing. Here in the water we have bird life, which is, well, the cormorants, gulls, or so. We have as well king crabs, not going to be close here, but mussels as well. And what kind of fish? We have the one that I mentioned to you over there in here, the Patagonia totem, which is one adapted to live in these brackish water, brackish waters.
That's the wake from the other.
Cape Horn.
Yeah. So, what color is the Patagonian insect? What color is it? Is it
black.
white? Black?
It's black. It's over there. But I don't have much information about this small insect.
It's very little.
Oh, it's little.
It's quite interesting because it lives on glaciers and flightless, and has been found in different places. So.
On top or
It's like
next to the ground?
because he can live in in an ambience very cold, like the glacier. So
But he can live in hot climates as well?
no,
No?
only he lives on the glaciers.
Yeah.
And eats
What does he look like? Like a cockroach kind of thing?
It's like a
something
little.
even smaller.
I know that it
How do you say?
Like a caterpillar?
Un palito, es un palote.
Yeah, I don't know. It's this.
That's okay, we'll look him up.
Insect. What is it? Palote.
I don't know what that is. That's Chilean.
Palote is those insects that
Oh my god.
those insects that look like a stick. Bow of the vessel. I take a picture from you, and then.
Okay.
Oh, yes! Oh, did you get that? Oh, it was calming.
One second.
The calming. It doesn't happen that often.
From the very top. No, when it goes to the water. It was like a flake.
Really? It came from the top?
So,
It's okay.
Always recording.
It's all it knows.
Never. Better hold on.
Muy bien,
I like that.
Yeah.
Leg up. Awesome.
great. With the waterfall, with everything.
Yeah.
There we go.
Baby, come down. One big chunk.
There we go.
That should be ready to come down. Come on.
So, my friends, we have to go back.
No, we don't want to go back.
But there's more people waiting for this excursion.
Well, we saw the calving. I didn't get it on video, but I saw it. Bye, baby. Thank you. It was beautiful. How huge it is. And it looks so tiny from far away. How high up it goes. that's true. Look at the windows.
They get balconies.
They get bigger as the floors go up. Oh, look at those.
No.
Nice.
Out of the water, yes. The water, yes. It's very beautiful. And with the ice.
Yes.
In the Agostini fjord, yes.
Oh, really?
Yes.
So why do you think we have ice today?
Because there is a glacier there in the back of the mountain of the Navarro Range where it's making a lot of caldings.
This year or this?
No, this week.
This week?
Yes, yes.
The last
Can
one.
we go there?
The last tour.
I would love to. Yes, the last tour we don't have
Yes, we can.
all the.
Oh my God, it's nice.
You can see all the big glaciers. I'm convinced.
That's the end. That's the end of the Agostini.
Yes, that's the end of the.
So where is the glacier? Beyond that, it's like inland.
The glacier, no, there is a lot of glaciers here on this fjord.
But the one that is calving a lot,
There.
that one.
Okay, so my friends, I hope you enjoyed this.
We loved it.
I hope you enjoyed this. I didn't enjoy anything. The glacier was there. Okay, my friends.
You took us to him.
Yes. A big round of applause. No.
Yay! Yay! Muchas gracias. Awesome, girl.
That was one of the best things.
It, wasn't it? Awesome. So next up, hot chocolate. Rodrigo. Hot chocolate, poquito. Gracias. Perfecto. Gracias, Rodrigo. Thank you. Awesome. The next group, Catalina, is going. Our thank you to all the powers that blessed us to be here. And may we be lucky enough to have to visit again one day. Gorgeous. They're excited, but they don't even know how good it is, what is pending in store for them to see that beautiful waterfall. It was such a nice surprise.